All right,
What's good?
we live now.
What's going on?
Angie, you still here.
What's good?
Live what you did. Shout out to the real. That's my cousin Aaron. This is the great Charles Hamilton.
How's everybody?
Peace. Thank you for coming on.
What's good, man?
And,
Thank you for everything, man. You're doing a great service, man. But what is good with you, man?
I'm in trouble and I'm in like a rocky roller coaster kind of view of my life. You know what I mean? Like where I can do anything I want, I'm in trouble with the law.
All right, how'd you get in trouble with the law?
Domestic violence.
All right, so was you in love with a bitch or was it some mistaken situation?
No, it was some real True Lies type shit. You know what I'm saying? With Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was like
I love that movie, by the way.
Yeah, like if I believe her, I lose. You know, if I don't believe her, I lose. I love her, I care about her. I don't know enough about her. You know, like just as a matter of belief
she
versus
black or
knowledge.
white?
Black girl.
Black girl. I'm surprised. So what happened? Because you brought it up. I gotta ask what happened.
I mean, the details aren't necessary. Just know I lost control.
All right. So where you at right now?
I'm in a halfway house. It's like a program house.
And I've been there before. As you know, this is high dysfunctional. I've been in prison plenty of times. That's what high dysfunction was about. It's saying I'm not a bad guy. I've been through some shit, and I got a lot of shit that I'm trying to take care of. But my heart is good. That's what high dysfunction was about. So you at the right place at the right time, brother. So, how was your situation? How was your court situation?
I'm pretty much sentenced here.
How long?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Is it a rehab or is it a? Because I know they put you in places. Because I done got in trouble for violent shit and went to rehab. I done got in trouble for drugs and went to rehab. So I know that's what they do. It's all a. I know that's what they do. So where are you at right now? What kind of situation? Are you in a mental place?
Yes.
All right. And what are they trying to help you with? Because I know you had struggled with something, and I don't want to talk about it until you talk about it.
There's a lot of depression. They call it paranoid schizophrenia. You know, just I really it's more about what you know about me because you know I'm learning from everybody else.
Well, you know, as far as the mental health stuff, like that's a real deep subject, and it's a very popular subject right now. And as far as I know, like, we talk about bipolar stuff and we talk about mental health stuff. And we also know, you know what I'm saying, you don't care about the spotlight. You're kind of a recluse type of thing. And I just want you to explain that to the public.
I stay to myself, make my music, promote it to the best of my ability. When it's time to perform, I do it big. I'm just a natural musician.
So how does that work, being that you don't like the spotlight? Showtime. I know for me, like, you know what I'm saying, when I get up on in front of people, it's a different type of reaction from playing football, basketball, sports. But for somebody that shies away from that, how does that affect you?
When it's time to go, you gotta rock. You gotta rock and roll. When it's time to rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I'm not like everybody else. And to some extent, I embrace that, but I kind of fight back against what people put me through outside of music. It's like, yeah, I love the song, Brooklyn Girl, but what happened? What happened? Like, what if I told you that I control you asking me that?
All right, so let me ask you something. So you're in a situation right now. And like I said, like, people been waiting for you for a long time. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Even now, they want to know what's going on. what's happening with Charles Hamilton. And I know what you're telling me right now, but what I want to know is what's going on in the heart and what's going on in the mind of Charles Hamilton. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Wherever you at is where you at. I've been locked up, I've been confined, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? And how is that dealing with the, because no matter what you want to retreat from, you got the world watching you, brother. And you're a very powerful brother. And I want you to know that. And I want you to get everything you deserve. If it's not because you just deserve it. So how do you deal with all that? And talk about what kind of space you in mentally, emotionally, and physically.
I mean, physically, it's an all male house, and I'm not really comfortable with males, but my New Year resolution was to be kinder to my fellow man.
Mm-hmm. And why was that? Because that's different.
Nah, I spent a lot of my music, a lot of stuff is a lot of rage towards men, like fuck niggas, basically, like fuck y'all. But that leads to like a kind of like a struggle within yourself. Like, does that mean that I'm not strong enough to be around other males? Am I too weak to converse with males and see where their mind is at? Because my mind may be greater than the physical of somebody else, and their physical may damage my mind. So it's more so about leveling and partnering up with your brothers. It doesn't have to be nothing gay. It doesn't have to be nothing psychotic. Don't have to be no gang shit. But just be able to look a man in his eyes.
So when is your 2 years up?
2023 or 4. I think I got arrested.
Every time I ask something good here, somebody gets frozen.
2023.
You froze. You got to repeat yourself.
2023. Yeah.
So what is your? What can you do there? Can you go outside? Can you visit your family? Do you got monthly passes? What is your conditions there?
I have passes. I got weekend passes.
And you get to see your family and your loved ones and everything like that.
Yeah. Sometimes my star chasers come, they visit. I'm expecting family to come.
Are you still close with your family?
We working on that. I love my grandmother, my dad, my uncle, and we got in better communication. My dad, we stopped speaking currently. I don't know what's going on over there, but.
So was all these people in your life before you dealt with fame?
Yeah.
These same people you talk about?
Yeah.
They was there.
I mean, what do you mean by there? Like, I could always go to my grandmother's house, but it's my grandmother's house. My mom passed away.
People are people. People are people. We can't ask them to be anything that they are, but was they in your life? Did they play a part? Or is that something that you're just dealing with now? You talk about dad, you talk about things you're dealing with now. So when you said that now, and I see where you at right now, I just want to know that they was there before, you know what I'm saying, all this stuff happened. All the great stuff and the bad.
I mean, they, grandma, uncle, and mom, we were like the Moore Hamilton family. So that they were there. But as far as like going to shows and battles, like they even went there too. Like my family was supportive. They just don't like when other people are around. Like I guess what I earned from the family is like when you don't like something, you don't like it. Like my mom, grandma, uncle did not like new people coming into the circle.
Does that play a part in you being introverted, as you say?
No, because I had my own grudges with them.
And what grudges was that, brother?
I was always considered weird or different.
Yeah, I'm weird too. But everybody got a different type of weird. And how did that make you feel about being told that you was weird? Because actually you made weird cool. So back then though, before you made weird cool, I'm not saying you felt cool, but how did that make you feel?
I got to do something to prove that I'm worth more acclaim than, insults.
Did they know that you had a mental illness at the time?
No, that came much later in my life.
Oh, okay.
So do you have children?
Not to my knowledge. Like, I busted in, but no one's ever came to me and said this child is yours. I do have paternal instincts though, so I do feel that there are some little Charles things running around.
So what is your belief system right now, Todd? Because we don't want to get caught up in America's standard of what things are. So we know we can deal with that. But what is you know what I'm saying?
I'm a spiritualist.
What is your belief system? What do you believe in this world? What
I'm
makes sense to you here?
I'm a spiritualist.
You're a spiritualist. And what does that mean? You believe in God, you believe in people, you believe in love, you believe in hate. Do you believe people are mean? Do you believe they're cruel? Me personally, I think without a system, people are fucked. They're mean and cruel people, bro. Like my opinion of life is very dark. And at this point in my life.
Well, I mean, I started representing the Green Party. You know about the Green Party?
I know of it, but I want you to talk about it because I'm from Rockland County, New York, and we need you to talk about it.
Well, the Green Party.
I know everything, but I still need you to talk about it.
Whatever you enable in your mind and when you smoke weed, whatever you see, allow that to be why you coexist with everyone else.
Say that again, brother.
When you get high, everyone sees the same thing when they get high. When you get high, let what you see be why you get along with everyone else, whether they're high or not, and just enable them and allow them to get high on weed at their discretion.
So you're saying just allow people to be whatever they want to be, and you view them as that in the present. As I'm getting that wrong or right?
I mean,
it's sort of like not going back. It's sort of like not going forward. It's kind of like just being there.
And as it is.
As it is. That's what I'm taking it as. And if I'm wrong, I want you to fix that right away.
I mean, the color of Earth, like when people think of Earth, especially when you look at the red, black, and green, is green. So we could live off of the grass. We could eat moss. We can train our bodies to get back in tune with nature. And if you get to the, Jamaican roots of smoking marijuana, we all actually could find a peace of mind level of which we all live on. Now, yes, there's green for money, but it takes the green of the tree to make the money. So while we're all beefing over the money and trying to make new currency, which is going to lead to more accidents in the nature realm, we literally could get along. Everybody can go into a field right now with the exact same belief system that they have, and they can celebrate nature the exact same way.
And how do you celebrate nature in America when they make everything superficial, so desired, so wanted? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you live in America right now, you got to feel, if you don't have the things, now I can't speak for the people that had those things. You have been around that. You have been around money. You have been around that type of success. But it's all about waving it in front of the lesser man's face. And how do you feel happy with what you're saying with all the shit they showing on Instagram, all the shit they showing on Twitter? Like, it's hard to be happy with the nature looking at that, brother.
That's the answer you got to find for yourself. I'm not inside of you to tell you how you should make yourself better.
All right, but how do you deal with it?
I tried to go on a nature walk a few months ago, and I was so pissed at myself because the taste of grass wasn't appealing anymore.
So you ate some grass? I ate grass when I was a kid, but you ate some grass now?
Yeah, like recently.
Why would you do that?
To show my love for nature.
All right.
Did you wash the grass off first? You just ate it just like that?
No, I went into a field, picked up the grass, and ate it.
So let me ask you something. So you're a nature guy. You ever see that show where they out in the wild? Yeah, hold on. Naked and Afraid. Would you go on that?
That's exploitation.
So you wouldn't do that.
No.
It's exploitation. What do you mean? Why is that different from nature? Because Adam and Eve was naked, it's according to the Bible.
Are you going by the Bible?
No, I'm not going by the Bible. I don't live by the Bible. But I know most Americans do. So I got to talk. What do you go by? I mean, I can go anywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as religion is concerned, I can go anywhere.
Yeah, I don't do religion.
Yeah, I do all of that stuff. Like I said, I've studied, I've been confined, and I'm a spiritual man. I'm a religious man. I'm Muslim. So I you know what I'm saying, whether I live by it or not, I believe
Salam
in
alaikum.
Alaikum salam. I believe in the principles even when I don't live by them. You know what I'm saying? I would never tell somebody when I'm doing wrong that I'm doing right.
So you know
Some
who
people-
Allah is?
Absolutely. Allah's God. I believe in God, and I believe there's one God. Absolutely.
Facts.
I believe there's one God, but we in America, and I struggle with that because we have a bunch of things that we have been spoiled with over here, and a bunch of things that's not really natural. So when you become Muslim and you're not strong and you're not around Muslims, America can weaken you. And you had that in other civilizations, some of the greats that have been weakened by leisure, been weakened by all this extra shit that we living through now.
That's why it's important to be around like-minded people.
As me as a man, I'm weakened too. And I don't really know how to deal with it at this point. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to function. How can you function and be disciplined in this type of world if you're not on your foundation the right way? And I want to ask you that because I want to know your answers to these questions.
I have a bottom line and I go by it.
What's the bottom line, bro?
I've shared it many a times, but we are not alone in the universe.
So I believe that we're not alone in the universe either. How can you at this time? And what do you think about everything that you've been seeing on the internet, all these extraterrestrial, activity? What do you got to say about that? I want to know your opinion on these things.
I've said it all in my music. Now, if you only listen to Brooklyn Girls and say, "Oh, he a little swag rapper from Harlem," let's see how far this is gonna go. Oh, I got punched by a girl. If you're on that type of wave, you're not gonna understand or appreciate anything about me or this conversation.
I'm appreciate everything, first of all, because I already know what type of person you are. So I know that information coming from you, it's not information I'm gonna get every day. I'm not gonna talk to people as special and as great as you are and has the type of point of view that you have. So whatever you saying, people got to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? They got to hear about it. So I did my knowledge, but my show is new. And we need you to talk about it right here so we can bring light to this platform and to what you got to say. We want to bring light to your message. So I studied and did my research, but that's me. We can talk behind the scenes. We can talk all day. But this is a show, and the show must go on. I need you to talk about your journey, brother. You know what I'm saying? You tapped in. I'm already in it. I'm already in everything you've been doing. But right now, I'm talking about these things because I expected a deep discussion anyway. And I want to be enlightened, and I think the people want to be enlightened.
I mean, the best way to further this discussion is directing it to politics.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Like, everyone is controlled by politics. No one wants to accept that Obama did a bad job. No one talks about the good that Trump did. Everyone is just as comfortable and laid back as Joe Biden. The only two presidencies where there was a hyperactive or at least active country was W. Bush and Bill Clinton. Before Bill Clinton was the first Bush, and everybody was calm, angry, but they got what they got and they lived with it. And then Bill Clinton seduced them as a Democrat, and everyone, oh my God, politics. Ooh, child, look at what he did with that white girl. You know what I'm saying? Like they all fell in love.
It's true.
Here comes W. Bush. All right, clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell is he? Who is this guy? Boo, I don't like it. And he's Republican. Boo. whatever history there was about Republicans and Democrats was washed under the rug because George W. Bush was so hard-nosed and people called him an idiot because he had fun with language.
Mhm.
So to kind of keep everybody quiet, because when you vote, you literally have to decide between whether your vote's going to be represented or your vote is going to represent what's represented.
Mhm.
And whatever you're comfortable with, you got to go with that. But during the election of Obama, it was the possibility of a first black president or a cleaned up nation with John McCain.
So you said it overshadowed that?
Period. Because there wouldn't have been a war if John McCain went into office because he shut it down. He talked about how he would shut it down if he was elected to office.
So you think John McCain would have been better for this country?
For what America went through around the time of the government shutdown, which is what happened for the first time in U.S. history under Obama, yes, John McCain would have been the best president at that time.
All right. And you say that as a black man or as somebody looking at, you know what I'm saying, objectively?
Barack Obama looked out for the black community. Barack Obama did mighty fine for the black community. He failed as a president. And when the right candidate came in again, Mitt Romney, and beat him in a debate, the world...
Is that the second debate or the first? That's the first debate, right?
The first debate, he beat him. The second debate, he didn't even try.
Nobody beat him the first debate, brother.
Mitt Romney beat Barack Obama in the first debate. Facts.
That is.
Facts. That like I was in Harlem at that
disagree.
time. Everybody, even Harlem was talking.
I was
about
in
like,
prison at that time, and we stood there like this. We were so excited as black people, and we was so happy surrounded by racists that a black man was representing us. So how can you say McCain would have been better for us as black people? That's what I want to know.
All right, let me ask you this. There's a war between the United States, which is red, white, and blue, and the Middle East, which is represented by the Egyptian flag. Barack Hussein Obama already has the middle name of a Middle Easterner. Everybody who's making jokes about Obama is going hard with it, and it's actually starting to resonate with Barack Obama's campaign.
All right.
If Barack Obama was not the president, meaning if he was not the face of the United States, the war that went on in 2010, which actually led to the execution of Osama bin Laden, which we can't be too sure about to begin with.
Why do you care? He's dead. He's dead.
But you just prove
about what happens over there. I'm Muslim.
But you proving my point.
Talk about it.
If Obama is the face of what you just said, that endangers the world to where we have bioterrorism with COVID-19 right now.
I'm not saying that at all. Why would that be dangerous to us, brother? How can any black man being in power be dangerous to us? If anything, that'd be an access to us.
My brother.
Educate me, brother. I'm not saying I'm even as sharp as you, but I want you to give me, and I want you to educate me because this is new for me. I never even went upon this right here. But you know what I'm saying? I know what I know.
Let me ask you something. Is Obamacare still in effect?
I don't know what's in effect right now. 2022 is pretty fucked up, and I don't even know who's in control of the world at this point. This is pretty wild stuff. I don't even know if people are really paying attention, but it feels kind of fucked up waking up thinking that you're American. And I'm just saying that as my opinion. When I wake up, I don't know what the fuck is going on as far as the country's concerned. And that's new. That's new, and it's been going on for the last couple of years.
But a point that I made was nobody has talked about the good job that Trump did.
I know Trump did a good job.
You know what? You know what I'm going to say to you? Trump did better than Biden. Go ahead, Cuzzo.
He wasn't supposed to be the one running the country, period. Businessman, I could give it to him. Yeah, he should have been consulting business for America, perhaps. But him being the president of the United States, he went crazy, literally crazy.
No, he like, damn, like I can't disagree because I understand what you're saying, but
the crazy shit, we talking about the black shit.
He was on the road some real dictatorship. Like seriously, like you don't. Okay, you're fired. You know, if he was in the Middle East, people would have been beheaded underneath of him. Come on
But
now.
why?
He was on that type of
Well,
cockiness.
no, this is what I'm saying. But why? Like goddamn, Trump is cocky. You already knew that when he goes into office. But
Yeah, they voted.
what are you gonna do or say when he drops some bombs? Like, you're right, he went crazy, but he's not stupid. But now you got Biden in the office, and Biden is like, I've already seen this. This is just more on my plate.
So
Yeah,
do you think that this is all by design? Because I think this is a setup
like
somehow. He
America
asking
love,
for Trump back. That's crazy. Somebody
right?
that disrespect black people. For me, that's more Stockholm syndrome.
So
Like, he's asking more to get abused.
so if Kanye runs for office, y'all gonna vote?
Kanye is out of this world. He does anything for attention. So I can't trust him. He's part of the Kim Kardashian era, and they're the master of media. They do anything. Like, this whole shit they doing could be a whole scam to get ratings. Kim Kardashian show come back. We back watching. I don't really know. We living in the Truman Show.
Who
All
are we
them
watching?
entertainers phony to me.
Who are we watching?
Everybody.
Yeah, exactly. And that's troubling to me because I'm watching, and a lot of people are watching, like my kids. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, we watching this shit and we be manipulated and controlled by this shit. And that's very fucked up when you really think about it. Because some of us can't even help ourselves, especially our women. Now I'm lying. Our men too. Don't crucify me.
Yeah, you got
Shout out
to
to the real.
waking up in the morning, don't even say a morning prayer first. They hit their phone, check social media, see what's going on first.
Yeah, when you train like that,
don't even God, thanks for waking up, for having power to your phone to check social media. That part.
So let me get this, because we've been talking about government and this ain't politics, and I got to get all this on record, man, because you're one of the greatest MCs of the next generation. So what the fuck happened?
You saying I fell off?
No, I don't know if you fell off. I don't know if you fell off lyrically. Now, you can just not care. Like, everything is not about success. America will make you believe that everything is about making it because they said you make it. Like, you already did what you did. You can just be like, fuck this shit, nigga. I'm hanging out. I'm chilling. I'm good. That's not what it's about for me. So I want you to tell the people what it's about.
I mean, I did it all. I figured y'all would get lost in the Pentecost of this nigga talking while Charles is spitting as a boss. Nigga, you getting it. I'm lyrical. You lost trying to get at the boss. And this nigga just really just flossing. Unfortunately, one of my teeth are rotting out. I need to start plotting right about now. I was still spitting and speaking. The big difference is what's leaking. I'm damn near bleeding from my mouth. I've been waiting to rhyme about how I sort of fell off because I fell off of the cross and landed on God's lap. Dead eating it, now beating it. Now she like beat it. I'm beating it with my jacket on, bouncing. What's the outcome, nigga? Thousand Island dressing if I made a mistake as Redding. Cheating on God and catching rice on my back, or is it grits? I like the fact that this shit that I spit is not what I would write, but it's a fact. Like shit. Like mad shit. Like magic shit. Magician. Not that nasty shit, but it's nasty, so it's nasty shit. You get that? You should have just spat. The shit I spit. It's not nasty? All right, forget it. As in, hang up. I did a bang up job of being one hang of a slut. Like, I stayed to myself. They say pick up. I'm waiting enough. There's not enough weight of what I gotta say, so I'm playing my weighted. I'm playing the piano while I'm saying this stuff. I translate and I have to say it in another way because these other motherfuckers play. Like, play around. I don't. You don't want to play around? I won't. That's how I treated my block, whether I'm beat or beaten or not. Believe it or not, I'm speaking and it's hot. Causing the red to turn to orange. Aren't you glad that I'm sitting here more than morbid? Toss it back. You thought of that. The autograph cat that you would rather have a forfeit of a meeting with. I said I'm speaking like I'm bleeding like a lady pressing A on her evening and shit. She digs it. A couple more sips and a hit of the zip. I'm triple doom. That's BBB. You can't believe in me or see me. It's easy. CHARLE. Yes. She's on the screen, so I'm hissing. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to stay in the position of the nigga that's losing and waiting for a lady to come through and say you need to improve it, what you're saying? And this is just one of my flows. Actually, this is one of my most uncomfortable flows. Because I don't want you to know what you want to know because I want to be comfortable as that kind of gnome. You know, the genius, dude covered up his dome. I know what you did last summer. Honey, I'm coming home. Soon like doom, like boom, like I'm in the room. Suicidally, I didn't groom. Find another MC to battle me because looking at your eyes is a boom. Like a sound. Like I know you right now. Write down what I don't know. Like, wow. Tell me what I need to know so I could be one of those Negro people speaking up and speaking to or fro. Like she said it. I need a different weed fetish. Please regret it.
Oh,
Well, definitely fall off. So where you at with the industry right now? Are you into it? Are you not into it? Because this is gonna be up in a little while, and you're gonna have plenty of ammunition. I know what it be like. Blow your minds, do their best work when they're isolated. So when you come out of this situation, are you about the music, or are you just still like?
I mean, I did 14 albums since I got put into this program.
Wow.
I'm making mad beat folders. You know, I'm always doing it. It's just everybody's living my life now. I mean, they stay to themselves, you know what I'm saying, and figure out something to do while they're in their room to keep from getting sick.
Right.
How do you feel about today's rappers? You listen to them?
I kind of listen to my own little private stash, you know, shit that I listen to.
Who's in the private stash, fam? Help me out. This is big news because people want to know, and people might want to feel good that you listen to them, being that you are a rapper's rapper, and you can do it on all levels. People will feel good about that.
I mean, Mace, Double Up.
That's old school. That's
but it's crazy to me because like I don't see that as old school. Like that's dead Double Up. Like you feel me? Like
I like Double Up. It was underestimated. And it didn't get no push, and it was pretty good. I liked a few joints on there. You know what I'm saying? I can't quote those types. There's weird shit going on back here. But I like the Double Up. I had that in prison. I had that in prison. So let me ask you something. Do you still talk? Are you still cool with some of the people you came up with? Some of the people that in the industry that admire your style, people that want you mingled with, people that they connected you with, Marshall Mathers, all of these people. I see some music. It sound like a little stab here and there. So what's up?
Nah, M could be to me whoever he wants to be. You know, and what I mean by that is like, yes, I did make a mixtape where I roasted him, but I didn't say anything that I can't take back. You know, I didn't say anything.
That's crazy that you said that. How does that make sense, brother?
Like, he was all facts.
Like if you spit, you spit. But like you know not to. When it comes to M, I'm not afraid to, but it's still like I used to think about having a daughter named Tomorrow. So if I had a daughter and I'm in the trenches with niggas like rhyming or whatever, getting it in, I don't want somebody mentioning my daughter because all that shit stops at that moment. I think a man thinking about his daughter is the weakness of a man. So I wouldn't mention his daughter or Kim or his mom, because not only will everybody do that, nobody will understand why that's too deep of a gash where it goes beyond hip hop. So I went straight mic for mic with him, like skill for skill. Like, you gonna say this, it's corny, you know what I'm saying? Like, just fucking with him. M responded, and it was like a dope jab, but it's not on a beef level to where he can't shout me out like he did on Shady XV. Check the bar exam, Charles Hampton / Manson and Bronson.
So do you think like he gets too much credit? Because he did what he did, but as far as the lyricist, right now, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes he come at people and, people give him a pass that it was kind of a dud. So you said that just now. So this is personal for me. He came at a lot of people, even people that wasn't lyrical, and it kind of fell on deaf ears.
Nah, if niggas rap, if Eminem takes out the whack rappers. So you'll never expect to hear Eminem dissing anyone in Slaughterhouse, Jay-Z, or anybody of that sort. If Eminem and the rest of the hip hop community, because his he opened the door to the hip hop community to dead ass be 16-year-old white girls. So if Eminem,
hold up, set, you did what?
the hip hop community now includes 16-year-old white girls because of Eminem. Yes.
How did he do that?
By being lyrical.
Break that down. I don't get it.
Like, I know this white boy right down the street that looked just like Eminem, but he's actually spitting some shit. That's what they say.
Spitting.
Like, it's a whole life and culture that I myself am a part of. But
I'm talking to you, talking to co-host. My bad.
Eminem is chopping up the whack niggas. So, like I said,
it's true. He did.
He chops up.
It wasn't even that good though.
But it was the classic way to do it.
Right.
And if that's not the case, then you do it. Because it's like,
do you feel that battle shit, all that hype is real?
I used to be a battle rapper, so it's absolutely real. It's really like that. It
get deep.
It gets deep. Yeah. It turns into.
How does it get deep, man? How does it get deep?
Because it doesn't matter whether you're a god, a devil, a mortal, a blood, a crip. None of that matters at all. You come to the circle, it's you versus somebody else. You gotta shut that shit down. And if you don't shut it down, bye-bye. And if you put money on the table, you better have the money or bye-bye.
So you seeing the rap industry, right? You seeing where the battle game is going. And like I said, people are waiting. They're always waiting for you. You got like fanatics. You got people that has, they hit me up like, yo, let me be a part of something. And I'm like, no, I'm a part of something. So they always thirsty for your next joint. So,
I completely
the battle scene, how was it for you? Looking forward.
I can't speak on that because I challenged Averb, Sue Surf, and like two others to a battle right then and there, and it was like, nah. So it's like, even as I lose, I count the victory. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a matter of cockiness. It's like, I put it down. Like, sorry, like I put it down. Like,
so
that's how I gotta be.
Do you respect Cassidy?
I absolutely respect Cassidy.
Could you destroy Cassidy?
I would battle him. I don't know what to expect.
What about Jadakiss?
That would be a dope battle. Me versus Jada.
That would be dope.
I fuck with that.
That's two different. That'd be extra dope. That'd be two different crowds, and I think that will bring the whole world together. For me, that's like you, him. That's the whole hip hop world bringing everything together. There'd be two different scenes wanting to see that.
That would be dope. I love Jadakiss, man. Like, I love Jada. I love Cassidy, Joel Santana, and Cameron. Do not sleep on Jim Jones. Do not sleep on Jim Jones.
Jim,
what's your top five?
Yeah, Jim is dope.
Oh, my top five is Eminem, Nas, Jay-Z, myself, and Common.
Oh, yes, I love
Eminem, Nas, Jay-Z,
definitely
myself, and Common.
Yeah,
Common's one of the GOATs. People don't really know how far Common go back. That's a lot, 30 years of rapping. And people don't really know that. He's definitely different. So, Jimmy Iovine, what did that mean to you?
A very close friend of mine.
That's what I wanted to know.
He's a good friend of mine. Like, what me being dropped meant versus what everybody thought it was.
Why they drop you though?
right.
So you know how an artist drops a label? How an artist drops an album?
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy was saying Interscope was dropping Charles Hamilton, like the overall whole experience of me being Charles Hamilton to the world. And it got completely misunderstood. And it literally was a paranormal push to say, oh, Charles got dropped, get him out of here. Wale made a comment about it. Paul Rosenberg made a comment, and Elliot Wilson wrote down on Rap Radar what Paul Rosenberg said. So it literally turned into me getting dropped from the label when it was like Interscope is the artist. You're used to all this from Interscope, but now Interscope is dropping Charles Hamilton because who I am and how I am is exactly who I am and what I am and how I am. Like, I make mistakes, okay? I'm not marketed. I'm not branded.
Mhm.
I am my own product.
Right.
So there it is.
So looking back on it, do you think you could have did anything different?
Like, I know what I could have done different, but I wouldn't be one of Jimmy's favorite artists.
And that was the problem for you.
I don't think
Yeah.
it kind of got me confused there.
You
Like-
said if you wouldn't have did that, you wouldn't have been Jimmy's favorite artist. And that would have been a problem for you.
I mean, do you know his level, his quality of work, like what he does?
No, tell me.
I mean, you wouldn't know who Bruce Springsteen is without him.
It's true.
Okay.
I know.
Like, look
I
him
don't know
up.
about Sonic. What Sonic has to do with
Mhm.
rituals and all of this stuff I'm hearing.
So what he's saying is, he's a powerful man.
Mm.
Did that have an effect on your career? That's what I want to know. Did Jimmy Iovine have an effect on your career after you shunned the music industry? After everything you've been through? Like, everybody done put you on top of the pedestal. They gave respect to your lyricism. Nobody discredits that. Nobody discredits your skills. Everybody loves everything that you do. And here we are. So when you talk about Jimmy Iovine, did that have an effect on your career, or did you have an effect on it? And if you did, clear it up right now.
I think Jimmy made enemies by working close with Apple because, you know, he endorsed the iPad and I mean the iPod with by working with U2. I think the revolution that Apple started led to a completely different way of thinking, and Jimmy Iovine became the face of that type of thinking, and so came Interscope and everything else under Interscope, including Cash Money and Young Money. And now everybody else in the playground is like, oh, look at Jimmy, he thinks he's so cool. So they started hyping and pressing up their products more and greater than what they think Interscope can do. So while Jimmy is thinking progressive, everybody is regressing on how artists are supposed to be marketed. And that led to people drawing a line in the sand, either with Jimmy or you're with the industry.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, Jimmy's not even at Interscope anymore. He's barely at Apple.
But he still has a handle on that, right?
I mean, he's Jimmy Iovine.
Talking Energetic. Energetic just tapped in, so I'm trying to send him the link. My bad. Energetic. Shout out to Energetic.
Yes.
People are mad, but that was Energetic, man. Energetic plugged me in with Charles Hamilton.
Yeah.
If he wants to be in here. He has a right to be in here because I wouldn't even be a part of such greatness without Energetic. Shout out to Energetic. He had an amazing interview. I can't wait to put it on all streams as we continue to grow this platform. Shout out to Charles Hamilton, the great Charles Hamilton, for giving me this opportunity. And shout out to Mahogany Rose. Shout out to my cousin Rose. Shout out to the real. Shout out to the fake. Shout out to that nosy. You better stay in your place. This is big business. The great Charles Hamilton. We are in the building. Let's go. We got to finish this up. So where you at? 2023. I'm spitting that mad at me.
I'll probably end up staying out here in California.
Where you at though? Where's out here?
Los Angeles.
Yeah. Okay. You think about acting? What you think about? Cause you look like you can be an actor. You got,
what you doing
today? Body, anything.
I could probably get an apartment, make music all day, you know.
So you plan on what's up with the albums, man? That's what
after the endocrine system. What's
because
going
I'm hearing
on?
you said you dropped 14 albums. The people said you dropped, you know what I'm saying? And nobody knows what's going on. Can you please clear this up, Charles? Please. That's what we're doing.
There's a chat window here? Hold on. All right, yeah.
I know nothing about this. It's only our third show here. Shout out to the real. We're trying to set this YouTube thing on.
So I just sent my new blog, cdiddypresents1.blogspot.com. Basically, like I started a whole new life, you know. And on the picture of me like holding this hat down like this, you click on the picture, and it's my discography to Doom Williams, which is a name that I created, a character I created while I was in jail.
Doom Williams.
Yeah.
What did he do?
Doom Williams is,
oh
man, to explain the whole shit. Let's start like this. Williams is a descendant of Hamilton, and Doom passed away recently. MF Doom. So you're listening to a future me with reference to an influence.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's like with all I've been going through, I've been dealing with a lot of bad breakups, a lot of emotional separations, and a lot of
talking about bitches. It's high dysfunction. We gotta talk about it. You talking about the bitches?
I mean,
women. I have women problems too, brother.
Yeah, but instead of me, you know, crying wolf or whatever the case may be, like, pardon me, instead of me taking it out on myself, I make music about it.
So, do you consider yourself?
Yeah, but you gotta lift your head up. You can't be so down. You gotta smile. There's a lot of beautiful things to live for, and you definitely living.
Oh, you kicking it? I see that. They kicking it, Charles.
I mean, it's you gotta listen to the music. You gotta listen to the music to understand it. Like
so are you gonna do shows about the endocrine system, like how you wrote about that? Like I've seen a couple of things with that. You dropped something like 7 months ago.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
When I was mastering the album got hated on by Dr. Dre, Eminem, and 50 Cent. So you can hear them hating throughout the album. It's a supernatural thing. So they could
why they hate though?
Welcome.
It's not like it's very humorous. They're like, I'm hating on this shit. It's very humorous, but you have to listen to it, and your best bet is to listen to it high.
I do everything high.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
high right now.
And you're like, yeah, birthday girl.
So shout out to the real. So let me ask you a few questions. When you look back at your career, you look back at your life, because I know this is coming to an end, and we got to round this thing off. We had such a.
I'm so dead with this shit. Like, people, man, like, don't question my sanity. I'm taking the meds. So question America. Don't question me.
Work. Heard you.
Good answer. I feel you. So real quick, Matthew, give me your first sentence out of it. How do you feel about the industry? Real quick, we got 10 questions.
It loves you if you love it back.
How do you feel about the friends you met in the industry? Are they really friends or not?
I haven't really met anybody. My cousin is MC Light.
Shout out to MC Light. We love MC Light. I love Roughneck. It's inspirational to me. I was 12. So any other new artists that you know, would you want to work with none of the new artists, bro?
Anderson
don't
Paak.
fuck with that, period.
Anderson Paak. You heard?
I hear you.
Anderson Paak.
Anderson Paak. I don't know. I know the name, but now I gotta go look it up because when we put this thing together.
Me too.
I gotta go.
Already got we hear that.
Lord Jesus.
What is the inspiration behind the music? What are the people that inspired you to get into music? Where does your background come from? Where are you from and all that good stuff? We need to put that on record.
Born in Cleveland, raised in New York.
We got into politics. Politics does everything.
You said you was born in Cleveland?
Yeah, raised in New York.
Cleveland, Ohio, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
How old are you right now?
34.
So what? I'm 34 years old, man. So when you come out of jail and you got 14 albums, do you plan on releasing these albums? Are these albums you already have?
I I told you about the link that's in the chat thing.
You see it on the chat. I can't see it because I'm not familiar with this shit. So I'm gonna look at it afterwards. I can't see this shit.
That.
Yeah, let me message it to you. Hold on.
Yeah, I can't see it till afterwards. He did message it because I see the chat is right there, but I can't see that shit. You can see it though. See, they're not doing their job.
Yeah, I just sent it to your inbox.
Shout out to the realm. So, do you plan on getting back active in the industry? What we mean active is some of the things what people came to love about Charles Hamilton. I heard the butterfly effect, and I don't even know what that means, but being that he said it, I got to ask, why the fuck are you the butterfly effect? What is the butterfly effect in hip hop? I can't even match that to hip hop.
Me not being offended right here means somebody's going to be honored over there.
Mhm.
That's the butterfly effect.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you do there is affecting something in a parallel.
So you don't have
universe
no animosity towards.
what?
In other words, he's very humble.
And what do you give me some advice that you would give to the world, the industry, people coming up? We need some of these takes.
Follow your heart.
Nothing to say, nothing, Charles. That shit is real hard right now for people.
Hold the door.
And how do people get in touch with their art, Charles? That's what I'm talking about. How do you get in touch with that? Because it seems like, when people are different, they're always grounded. They all have a different point of view, a different perspective. And I love that shit. And those are the people that got something to teach and spread. And I'm all about with that shit. So if people are not in touch with their art and they're not grounded, how do they get grounded? What are some of the things they can do to get that way? They get in touch with here. Get in touch with here. Get in touch with self. That's the word.
Your best chance at doing so would be listen to sound, listen to silence.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the things? Okay, go on.
No, you didn't say nothing wrong, but I mean that's what it turns into. Is like I can't give people individual advice. I know what works for me.
Right.
You're an individual.
What works for you?
Magic.
That's what I say. So how do you feel about women, being that you came through all these problems with women?
Everyone is an individual. I don't mean no harm. No hard feelings to one, not soft to the other. And it's like I'm not here for, battle of the sexes. It is what it is, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm gonna keep on doing it. If what I do brings you to me, then respect where you meet me at.
Yeah. That's dope.
And this is not the first time you've been, because this don't look like no jail situation. This is like this is like some shit that you did where they try to like help you out type shit.
Yeah.
I've been there too. High dysfunctional. Shout out to high dysfunctional.
Shout out.
Shout out to how it's dysfunctional for real.
Sorry.
Are you remorseful for what happened? The situation?
Am I what now?
Remorseful for what happened?
No, absolutely. Yeah. Like I feel bad about why the whole thing went down, but we talked about it. And I wasn't trying to make her understand, but she somewhat understands where I was coming from. But I explained to her that I'm wrong all the way around. I shouldn't have done it. It's just no man wants to be a scrub. And I was working so that she doesn't see me as a scrub, especially when she met me when I was a quote unquote celebrity. So I had a lot of pressure on me to be Charles Hamilton. And she added more pressure on me at that moment.
So are you bipolar?
Yes, bipolar and schizoaffective.
And that has affected the way you deal with the industry. Is that right, brother?
People deal with the industry for me.
I mean, as they should. I see somebody knocking. Listen,
yeah.
I know that, thank you, man. This is very informative. And how do you protect your mental health now? I just got to get that because we talk so much about it before we go. And I want you to say shout out to the real high dysfunctional. That's how we close the show. And I want you to talk about mental health real quick, brother.
I mean, you got to watch who you smoke after. You know what I mean? Like, depending on who you smoke with. Yeah. Like
I know
depending
a
on who
few
you
people like
smoke with, you could lose your senses, and it's not a good look.
So, so the way you are now, you're aware of what happened to you. Somebody laced
Yeah,
your weed.
I
Somebody
mean,
laced you.
no, I was just smoking around people that weren't good energy.
Mm. And that took you on a bad trip, so to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
But today, with all your knowledge, with all your skills, because you're a brilliant man, how do you feel today? Like, really, fuck this shit. Like, how do you really feel? Fuck all this. Like, how do you feel? 2022. You wake up, how do you feel? Honestly.
It's difficult to answer. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like, how do I feel? Like you didn't catch any entendres in there? Like there's one answer for Harlem, one answer for Brooklyn, one answer for Queens, one answer for the Bronx, one answer for Staten Island. There's a whole other answer for Staten Island.
Give me Staten Island then.
I guess I'm okay.
You're okay. So you in a positive mind state. After everything that happened, you're in a positive mind state right now. It's about right now. So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can have their opinion about where you should and should be, and I got to be hard to deal with. But right now, you're in a positive mind space. Are you focused on hip hop? Or do you not even care about hip hop? Or was you ever even focused on that?
I got a lot of new music. You would call it hip hop. I call it hyper soul.
Hyper soul. Shout out to the hyper soul. Keep going. Tell the people.
Yeah, I got my own genre, hyper soul, super trance. So I rock out. You know, I ain't trying to bother nobody. I believe in my skills. I believe people were to take a listen, they'll believe in my skills if they could, you know, see past what the image is of a hot rapper. Like I'm just me, and I do me regardless. Like, you know, I don't know how to phrase it.
Well, I hear everything you're saying, believe me. And you ain't gotta phrase it because I heard you. So is there any other artist that you would work with right now? New artists?
Probably Doja Cat.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Doja
she's
Cat.
dope.
She's a weirdo. So even with, I mean, you know, she did a lot of weird shit. So how do you feel about that? I mean, I don't care about it. She's beautiful. I mean, I'm hitting.
Oh my God.
But you mean as an artist, as her skills, as her, you believe in her skills as an artist?
Yeah, we were talking about this on Twitter. Like she wants to rap over Ninth Wonder beats, and I'm like, then you gotta chill out with some of the stuff you do because people are gonna judge you based on that, and that's a bad look for Ninth too. Like I was basically trying to break it down like she has to mature before she gets on the Ninth Wonder beat, and it turned into a huge controversy. And I'm like, I'm not saying she's whack. I'm saying like it's a bad situation if she gets on the Ninth Wonder beat and she names herself My Ass on Twitter.
But you don't think she would give light to Knife Wonder, bringing that as a different style? You don't want to do the same thing that somebody else did on Knife Wonder Beats. You might want to bring a different crowd to that, different type of money.
Right, but you don't think Knife could already.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's Ninth Wonder.
I heard you. I heard
you know about Ninth Wonder.
Now you beat me. I heard you. I heard exactly what you said. You don't think Knife Wonder could have did that already? I already heard you. You're right. 100% right. Shout out to the motherfucking real. So,
To the real.
ladies, talk.
Yeah. I want to know about Sonic, his perspective on Sonic and why he has him on his page and what it has to do with his music. I want to know that.
I mean, how you want it? Sonic means sound.
Okay.
There should be no music without sound.
Okay.
The circle of life, which is inevitably a loop, but sometimes you need to get high to understand the overall, dare I say, components of playing Sonic. Smoke Blue Dream. Smoke Blue Dream.
Fuck with mushrooms?
I've tried once.
I fuck with mushroom. I love mushroom. You like mushroom?
I only smoke weed and liquor. I got a little liquor.
I can't hear you.
Not me.
Oh God.
I've
Keep
tried
going.
mushrooms. I prefer
Rose, what are
weed.
you doing?
I never smoked no damn mushrooms.
No, you don't smoke mushrooms.
Oh,
So you
see?
eat mushrooms.
Oh shit. See? I don't even
So,
know what you
like
do with
weed.
it.
Is there any other drug, psychedelic drug that you like? LSD, any of that acid, you know, the Beatles did acid, so you don't like none of that shit?
I mean, I've had my fun. You know, like not when I was handling business.
That's very respectable of you. Make sure you're not, you know what I'm saying, doing that while you're taking care of your business.
Yeah, like
Question. How do you feel
I know
about
y'all heard him, and I didn't. I
right?
can't wait to watch this shit over because I heard nothing.
You done? You good?
I'm trying to weapon.
Yeah. How do you feel about these young artists out here, you know, trying to get their street cred, are doing street shit? When they're
Street
not-
cred, I don't know about. And who are they getting the street cred from?
I don't
Rose,
just
you fucking shit.
I'm saying they
You
all
in the dad mode.
want the same stuff
Charles, you hear me?
and they feel like they
I
have
hear.
streets.
It's,
You know what I'm saying?
it's
Talk about it.
chaos right now. Nobody can hear nobody.
Nobody can hear me all of a sudden.
Hold on. Pause. Everybody pause. Nobody can hear it. Nobody. Everybody stop fucking talking. Rose.
I can hear you.
Rose.
I can hear you.
Yo, I completely missed dinner tonight.
So maybe it's just him not able.
Everybody's frozen.
I
So stop talking. Everybody's frozen. All right.
I'm not.
Hold on. We're gonna do this real quick. All right. You can hear me right now? Before we
Yeah.
log off. Rose, it's probably you because you're always doing something. You need to get your life together.
I'm chilling.
You need to go. Hold up, Charles. Let me get shout out to the real highly dysfunctional, my brother. That's the sign off because I know we can't hear you, but we gotta hear that.
This is Charles Hamilton, aka the talented Mr. Hamilton. Shout out to the real. Y'all know what time it is.
Highly dysfunctional. Rose, you fucking up the audio. Shout out to Angie. Shout out to cousin Rose. Shout out to everybody. This has been a highly dysfunctional exclusive. I'll see y'all soon. Rose, get in line, punk. Let's go.
And
I gotta shut y'all down. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll see you next time, Rose.
I see y'all.
Later,
I'll let y'all know tomorrow.
To me all the time, huh?